Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Aditi Ghosh once again on InnerWorldRevealed, and this is your June 2021 Numerology Personal Month Forecast. So many of you might have been wondering where really I had vanished. Why wasn't I making logs for so long, and why was there a huge gap? Well, I'd say I got a bit caught up with the second wave of COVID coming in our country, and first my relatives and close ones became positive, and then I myself was battling all the symptoms like high fever and vigorous coughing and also body aches. But luckily I'm recovering and regaining my energy and strength slowly, and I'm sure I'll soon bounce back with equal energy as before. Now, without wasting any more time, I'd first quickly get into the universal month forecast for the month of June 2021. And June 2021 is going to be the universal month 11 too. And whenever I see this number 11 getting activated, my automatic reaction to that is we need to become a bit careful during that time. We need to become a bit careful because the emotional fog is going to be on the rise and it's going to be very high, which many people may be led to overreacting, and some molehills may turn into mountains without our knowledge. People may simply fail to see the truth and may get carried away with their highly activated emotions. 11 also stands for lack of clarity and a lot of hidden elements on the rise. So all what may appear to be might not be the complete reality. There may be many behind the scene and hidden factors at play. There can be hidden enemies not visible to our naked eyes. There can be politics, hidden people at play controlling the situations by not coming into the forefront. And also remember that the virus is also not a visible enemy, so that too falls in this hidden enemy category. And now the question is, how can we be efficiently dealing with this kind of enemies that we cannot even see? Well, to deal with it efficiently, we have to access our intuitive and spiritual understanding and wisdom. We cannot ignore the role of clairvoyance and intuition at this point of time. To me, intuition or heightened clairvoyance is simply the ability to understand all the micro occurrences and micro expressions around us that many people may simply fail to notice. The more observant you are, the more receptive you are, the more you're likely to grow in your spiritual and intuitive awareness and abilities. To grow in awareness, you have to be open in your mind. You have to look around, listen and absorb. You have to stop reacting based on your personal insecurities and focus your energies beyond your own self. 11 is also going to be about sudden, unforeseen events and sudden occurrences that may bring about some sudden stops or starts or some kind of sudden decision making in the ongoing flow of events. Something may happen or something may suddenly come up which may demand your complete attention, and we will have to show preparedness in dealing with it. It is said that we must avoid making prior plans or prior decisions during an 11 time, because even if we make plans, they may go through many changes and many modifications. So we should rather keep ourselves mentally available so that when it is the time to make some sound decisions, when the situation demands, we are available to make the decisions. Remember, we mustn't just react, but rather take our time, try to think clearly and act when there is some clarity that we have in our mind. If clarity is not found, we should wait, and if possible, we can also postpone the decision making. Conflicts and confrontations should be strongly avoided, and diplomatic stance need to be taken, because once again, as I said, there's going to be many hidden elements, many things that we might not be able to see, and there can be a lot of fog and highly activated emotions during this time. So before we just simply react and become a part of the problem, we should wait and allow the initial fizz to settle down. A patient and a waiting attitude always helps during an 11 activated time. You wait and don't react immediately, even if you feel that you're being wronged, or even if you feel that someone is offending you, you do not immediately react. Remember, what you're seeing and what you're feeling is only half the picture and half the truth. So wait for it to completely unfold with time. Wait for people to show their true colors, and until then, hold your fires. 11 is always like a testing time during which you're supposed to act like a real diplomat and a real balanced person. Sometimes even justice needs to be done as a balancing act. So there's a strong possibility that legal situations may also be arising, demanding solutions that need some kind of balancing act for once and for all. There can be situations where people will have to reach some kind of agreements so that the two opposite sides are balanced. The events occurring during an 11 activated time are going to be very fast-paced and sudden, and they may keep all of us on our toes. The entire world is going to get suddenly energized and act a bit crazy. Some long forgotten stories may also come up once again, and they may suddenly create waves. Positively, many people are going to receive the rewards and recognition for some actions that they have done in the past, and this may happen to them all of a sudden. And there are going to be people suddenly coming into the limelight and suddenly coming into the top stories. So that's going to happen during the 11 activated time. The base value for the 11 universal month number is 2, and also the number 6 is naturally associated with the month of June. So when these two numbers are activated, it is important that during this time, we as a whole, as a collective unit, as a collective mass, become more aware of the needs of the others around us. We put others first, and we learn to work in harmony and balance and maintain peace, calm, and equilibrium. We are not to make any harsh decisions and have to balance all our actions with tolerance, humility, and also mercy. So that was all about the world as a whole, and now I will be moving into your personal month forecast for the same time for June 2021. But before that, let me tell you that if you wish to have a stronger grip on predictive numerology, you're not going to miss out on my second book called Cycle of 9, which is directed towards explaining predictive Pythagorean numerology to all of you. If you are new to numerology, you can also begin with my first book, All is One, which will introduce to you this amazing science of Pythagorean numerology and clarify the basics to you. Okay, so now it's time to begin with your personal month forecast for the month of June 2021. And if you are new to the personal month calculations, let me quickly tell you that the first step is to find the attitude number. And the attitude number is simply the sum of the month of birth and the day of birth reduced to a single digit in short. And once you've found your attitude number, you just have to add it to the ongoing year number to find your personal year number for the duration of time. And once you've found your personal year number, simply add your personal year number to the running month number to find your personal month number. Checking what your personal month number indicates with respect to your personal year would be the most accurate forecast that you can ever avail. It is going to be more accurate than reading the forecasts based on your sun sign, moon sign, star sign, life path number, or even birthday number and all of it. So this is the most accurate prediction of all, and it needs a little bit of effort from your side. And this upcoming trend of time that I'm going to talk about right now is going to be very, very specific to you, and you can really depend on it and base yourself on it. And how does it become so specific? Well, it is because each one of us has a unique moment of arrival into this dimension, unique moment of birth, and the precise moment of birth determines the onset and culmination of all our personal cycles. That's the basic idea. So if you're born on the 20th of any month, your personal cycles are going to commence from the 20th and run till the 20th of the next month. To understand this concept better, you can either click on the I button and watch the log on the time of birth, or even better, you can read my book called Cycle of 9. So based on your ongoing personal month numbers, let me now quickly tell you what the month of June 2021 may have in store for you. So if you find your personal month to be 1, that's the first case. So in that case, you're either in your personal year 5 right now, or you're in your personal year 4 right now. Given the fact that you are in your personal year 5, the personal month for May is still going to be on, because 5 plus 5 is going to give you the personal month 1 for you, and it depends on when exactly you were born in month. But in case if you find your personal month of June to be on, which is if your personal year 4 is on, 4 plus 6 is going to give you 1, personal month 1, it means you were born somewhere around the beginning of the month. So we have to see the personal year and the personal month combinations for you, and that's going to give us the most accurate result all the time. So if you are in your personal year 4, it is time for you to strengthen your foundations and bring more order, more discipline, method, and more optimization into your life. You're supposed to be more grounded, more methodical, more practical, and also more budgeted. The personal month 1 coming within the personal year 4 may mark some kind of laying foundations for the future, or some kind of time for beginnings, or to build something more important. If this is the combination which is specific to you, you're now supposed to be highly assertive and practical in your approach. The personal month 1 can also be the result of a 5 plus 5 combo, which would mean that you're in your personal year 5, and with that you are in your personal month of May, which is again 5 for you. So this 5 in 1 combo is going to be all about seeking personal freedom and personal independence. It is going to be about breaking the boundaries and expanding your horizons. It is about showing the readiness towards exploring newer horizons and newer ideas. So don't let anything hold yourself back at this point of time, and show a broad-minded and a more receptive approach towards new things. So do you see how each one of us is unique, and how each one of us is going to have a unique cycle of our own? In spite of having the same personal month number activated, we can be in completely different situations that are unique to us. So now let us see what it would mean if somebody is in the personal month 2. And once again, this can mean 2 things. Either the person is in the personal year 5 and the personal month June is still on for that person, so 5 plus 6 is giving him the personal month 2, or the person is in the personal year 6 and the personal month for May is on, which is giving him 6 plus 5 equals 11 too. And for both the combinations, the personal year 5 and the combination of personal month 2 is going to be very different from the combination of personal year 6 and the personal month 2. The personal year 5 for instance, is about breaking free and exploring the newer horizons, the wider horizons that are opening up. It is about personal freedom and personal expression. However, the month 2 coming within that urges the person to become a little more patient and more accommodating, grounded and humble. It urges the person to put others' interests before his own, to put service before self. So in spite of the freewheeling energy of the personal year 5, the month 2 coming now would urge the person to become more accommodating and patient, and also to slow down a bit. The person will have to think and balance out situations and then give second priority to personal freedom. The other side of the story is going to be the combination of the personal year 6 and the personal month 2. And as I said, that the 6 and 2 combo is going to feel very different from the 5 and the 2 combo. Because if you are in your personal year 6, the entire year is going to feel very different to you. And it's going to be about putting others' interests before your own anyways. So you're supposed to be very warm, loving, caring and cooperative during the tenure of this year. But at the same time, don't be too willing, because everybody is there to lay a burden on the willing horse. So value your own space as well and balance out situation, because the year 6 is all about balancing situations, and the personal month 2 coming right now would further reinforce the need to balance. So the balancing act is going to become further more important during the personal month 2 right now. And also you must not forget that the universal month energy is also going to be 2. So all of it is going to be doubly true for you. You have to really do the balancing act, really do the diplomatic act. So for most of you, given the fact that you were born somewhere in the middle of the month is basically going to be a mix of basically 2 personal month numbers activated one after the other. And through this forecast today, you will be able to find the combination that is most specific to you, the transitions that are most specific to you, and also chalk out a plan that is very, very specific to you and your own forecast. Now let us move on to the personal month 3. And if June 2021 happens to be a personal month 3 for you, once again there are going to be 2 possibilities. Number 1, either you're in your personal year 6 and the personal month number for you is 3, or number 2, you're in your personal year 7 and the personal month number is 3 for you. And once again, the combo of the personal year 6 and personal month 3 is going to be entirely different from the combo of personal year 7 and personal month 3. Whatever be the case, you're going to be dealing with 2 personal month numbers most likely, unless you're born on the first of the month, as I said. So in this section, we're going to talk about the personal month number 3 basically. So let us see what each of the combinations would really mean. So if your personal year number is 6, which is the first scenario, as I said, you're going to be primarily concerned about the well-being of your loved ones, specifically your children or even your brain children, and changes in the home front or whatever you consider to be your home. Sometimes people consider their office space to be like home. So changes in these areas are likely to happen. And there can also be some kind of a renovation plan going on, or maybe some shift in the base may happen. And within that, the personal month 3 coming right now within the trend of this year may bring about a very socially active time for you, when people may visit you at home or would like to spend time with you, chatting and sharing their own life worries or life stories. So you're supposed to be maintaining a very upbeat and uplifting energy. You're supposed to be uplifting people around you, and you have to show them your warmth and caring nature. You're supposed to act like a warm and a very good host. However, if you are in your personal year 7, the whole equation entirely changes. The whole scenario entirely changes. With the very onset of the personal year 7, you're going to feel less inclination towards socializing or mingling with people, and you're going to prefer keeping mostly to yourself, keeping your thoughts mostly to yourself. So your energy level towards socializing may also take a dip, and some kind of pause may also come into your life, and the momentum of your life, the momentum of events, external events may slow down in your life. The personal month 3 coming within the personal year 7 would be a bit of a contradictory energy. It would come as a bit of a lighter phase in the otherwise very serious note of the personal year 7. The personal month 3 would be one of the more easier parts of the year when problems may get resolved with very little effort from your side, and you may feel more optimistic and more livelier as compared to the other part of the year. But remember, you have to stick to the basic theme of the year, where you should pay more attention towards your own personal development. You should take ample physical rest, because your mind is going to be very active during this time, and you also have to look into all kinds of health issues if they crop up. You have to take care of your physical health and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Look into your diet, look into your exercise plans, and try to have a good and healthy lifestyle. Now let us move on to the personal month 4. And if June 2021 happens to be the personal month 4 for you, there are likely to be two possibilities once again. Either you're in your personal year 7 in personal month 4, or you're in your personal year 8 and personal month 4. And both the combinations are indicative of entirely different things, as I already said before in all the other personal month elaborations. So if you're in your personal year 7, as I already said, you're going to feel probably some kind of a dip in your otherwise very active energy. You may as well encounter some kind of a pause in the regular activities of your life. You may feel a bit low on motivation towards doing something worthwhile, but the arrival of the personal month 4 now is going to push you a bit to look into all the basic and practical aspects of your life. You will have to look into all the details and optimize your resources and make proper use of your funds. However, at the same time, refrain from becoming too materialistic, because the overall theme of the year 7 does not support base materialism. So you have to be more spiritual and kind of broad-minded in your dealings. However, if you are in your personal year 8 and personal month 4, the equation for you is going to be completely different from that. You see, this is why you have to do your math correct. That is very important, and you have to find the right combination. Which personal year you're in and which personal month number is getting activated for you. So finding that and finding the duration correct is absolutely important. So now if you are in your personal year 8 and 8 is activated for the year for you, in that case you're supposed to be thinking on a materialistic note, unlike the personal year 7 when you are supposed to be more spiritual and broad-minded about life. So 8 is more about base materialism. As a matter of fact, you're going to notice these shifts in your approach happening very naturally, and basically you won't have to try and get into that mode. It would just happen naturally. It will come naturally to you, and all that you have to do is not resist it, not resist the natural aspect of the year, and do what the incoming current or the time demands. So you're not supposed to fight the current, you have to swim with it. So when the personal year 8 is naturally going to activate a materialistic side of life, a materialistic bent in your mind, you have to simply look into your finances and see that they are rightly invested. You're going to take up responsibilities head on and not fear working a bit harder, putting some more effort to achieve your goals. And the personal month 4 will also ensure the same, that effort is being put and right use of resources and right use of funds is being made. You will not be given the opportunity to be kind of laid back, and you will have to show some real effort and gear up for some tangible work. You will be dealing with realities of life, and you have to take it head on. You cannot avoid the basics of life right now. Now let us move on to the personal month 5, and if June 2021 happens to be the personal month 5 for you, there are likely to be either of the two possible combos that you could be dealing with. The combo of personal year 8 and personal month 5 right now, or the combo of personal year 9 and personal year 5 right now. In the first case, that is if you're dealing with the personal year 8 and personal month 5 combo right now, it simply means that this is a highly favorable time for you. 8 is usually seen to be a highly rewarding year. 8 is dual. 8 can bring results in completely the other side and can be an unlucky time, but usually in 90% of the cases it's seen to be a highly rewarding year when you're likely to see abundance, growth and prosperity in all areas of your life. And it is a time when the materialistic side of life is usually highly activated. And the month of 5, the personal month of 5 coming within that is going to further activate the luck factor for you. You're now definitely going to try your luck, and things are most likely going to go in your favor, trust me. You're going to see social support, you're going to see growth, opportunities, and also your horizons expanding with the personal month 5 coming within the personal year 8. It's going to be a very favorable time for you. In case if you're dealing with personal year 9 right now, the entire scenario changes for you. In that case, you're going to be dealing with change and transition in a big way. You're going to be transitioning from one epicycle to the other one, and some major changes are likely to happen in your life right now. The personal month 5 coming within the personal year 9 right now is further going to activate the element of change and lift up the momentum of your life, and events are going to happen very, very fast in your life. They're going to happen at a rapid pace, and your familiar environment around you is going to make place slowly for a new one, and you have to be open towards all the new things that are coming in. You have to be more receptive and more flexible. You have to allow change to happen and simply flow with the incoming current. Now let us move on to the personal month 6. And if June 2021 happens to be a personal month 6 for you, there are likely to be either of the two possible combos that you could be dealing with. Number 1, you could be in your personal year 1 and personal month 6 during this month of June 2021, or number 2, you could be dealing with your personal year 9 right now and would be in your personal month 6 during the month of June 2021. It all depends on the date on which you were born basically, and based on that, most likely two personal month number combos are going to be active for you during the month of June 2021, unless you are born on the 1st of a particular month. In that case, you're going to be having only one activated number for the entire month. Now let us get into the first combo. That is if you are in your personal year 1 and personal month 6 combo is happening right now during June 2021. The personal year 1 is known to be an ideal year for laying fresh foundations and making new beginnings. You will feel a surge of energy during the personal year 1. You will feel more strongly driven and motivated towards pursuing your lifelong goals. The personal month 6 coming within that is going to bring your attention towards your home and family. Changes in the home front may happen, and family and loved ones may begin to demand more of your time and may take the front seat for the time being. It is true that you may feel more driven towards pursuing your own personal goals this year, but for the time being, you may also pay some attention towards the needs of your loved ones, as you're going to be strongly needed by them for the time being. Now let us come to the second combo. That is if you are in your personal year 9 and the personal month 6 is on during the month of June 2021. Once again, the personal year 9 stands for transition happening in a big way. So you're making a shift from one epicycle to the other one, and many things around you would be starting to change in a big way. Completions would happen, and sometimes even some important people in your life may leave, and you have to only see and know that they have already served their purpose in your life. They have already served their role in your story of evolution. And now the personal month 6 getting activated right now is going to activate change in your home front. You have to pay attention towards the situations at the home front, as they may begin to become a bit unstable and fluctuating. But you will have to maintain your compassionate, warm, wise, and balanced approach. You will have to show some selflessness and some kind of empathy and warmth towards whosoever you would be encountering during this cycle, and maintain a very selfless and forgiving kind of an attitude that's really going to give you some major social support. Now let us move on to the personal month 7. And if June 2021 happens to be a personal month 7 for you, there's once again going to be two possibilities. That is, either you could be in your personal year 1 or you could be in your personal year 2 right now. And once again, it all depends on which date you were basically born. Say if you're born on the 22nd of any month, your personal month is going to run from the 22nd of one month to the 22nd of the next month, which means that the personal month number for May is still going to be running majorly for the entire month of June till the 22nd of June. So all of it is very specific to your date of birth and to you, as you can see. So if you're going to be dealing with the personal year 1 and personal month 7 combo for the duration of time, you're going to be basically spending a lot of time all by yourself, doing some research work on your chosen goal, and also planning and improvising upon your plan of action. For the personal year 1, you should be ready with a plan basically, because it's really going to be a time when you're supposed to be goal-driven and assertive. You mustn't lose this time of the personal year 1, because it's a very potent time and it's a golden time for laying those first bricks of the foundation. However, the personal month 7 coming within the personal year 1 now may slow down your pace a bit, but you mustn't worry, as it will again pick up in momentum very soon with the the personal month 8 coming soon. For the time being, enjoy this little bit of a leisure time that you're getting within the personal year 1, because it's very rare scenario that the personal year 1 goes in a laid back way. Now let us come to the second scenario, that is, if you're going to be dealing with the personal year 2 and the personal month 7 combo, the equation for you is going to be completely different from the previous combo. The personal year 2, unlike the personal year 1, is the time to be quieter and patient. Unlike the personal year 1, when you're supposed to be very assertive, it is the time to slow down your pace and become less assertive and less energetic. It is the time to become more observant, more diplomatic and tolerant. And the personal month 7 coming within the personal year 2 for you urges you to become further more observant and pay more attention to details and become further more patient with your ways. This is really not going to be a time for action for you, so you must preserve your valuable energy, preserve your valuable resources for the time being. Observe things very carefully and strengthen your research base. Listen to your intuition and listen to your gut feeling, but don't act upon them immediately. Wait for the right time, wait for the iron to become hot, and only then strike. There's going to be a lot of mental energy at work right now, so physically make sure that you take ample rest and you really slow down your pace a bit. So let us now see what it would mean if you're in your personal month 8. And once again, it may mean two possibilities or two combinations. That is, either you're in your personal year 2 or you're in your personal year 3 right now. And if you're in your personal year 2 to begin with, This is going to be a bit of a laid back personal year for you, when you will have to show a very patient and waiting kind of an attitude, and you have to diplomatically deal with all the situations around you. During a personal year too, you will have to avoid confrontations, and you will have to find the middle path for the entire duration of your personal year. And the personal month 8 coming within the personal year 2 is, however, going to bring a little more of an active time. It's going to be one of the assertive times of an otherwise a very laid back year, and this otherwise slow moving phase is going to pick up in momentum a little bit. This is going to be one of the active times of your personal year when your energy level is going to be higher as compared to the rest of the personal year. You may now decide to look into your finances as well and put them in order. You may as well decide upon completing some of the pending work that you were waiting to complete earlier and you were not finding enough motivation. You can find some more motivation right now and some more driving force, which is going to uplift your mood. All in all, although the personal year for you may have a laid back kind of a feel, but this little time of this personal month is going to be an active one, so you can definitely decide upon making full use of it. Now let us come to the second scenario, that is if you are in your personal year 3 right now. So in that case, this is going to be a very happy-go-lucky and a very carefree personal year time for you, when your problems are going to be getting solved more easily and many things are going to fall in place, simply fall in place for you, and your optimism and your energy level due to that is going to grow, and you're going to receive a lot of positive feedback from people around you. The personal month 8 appearing within the personal year 3 is very good news, because it is directly going to indicate some career advancements and some financial gains for you. You're going to see growth and development in all areas of your life, and the little ups and downs that were happening are not going to bother you much for this little tenure of the personal month 8. Now this brings me to the personal month number 9, and once again, depending on which day of the month you were born, it can be indicative of you dealing with either of the two possibilities during the month of June 2021. The number 1 possibility is you could be dealing with the personal year 3 and the personal month 9 combo. The number 2 possibility is you could be dealing with the personal year 4 and the personal month 9 combo. In case you're dealing with the personal year 3, once again, this is going to be a happy-go-lucky year for you, happy-go-lucky personal year for you, and a bit of a carefree period of time when you can freely express yourself and share your viewpoints. And by doing so, I'm sure you'll be able to gather much social support. The personal month 9 appearing within the personal year 3 would bring some worldly concerns into your mind, and you'd wish to improve upon the situations around in the world and make the world a better place for all. You could be driven towards chasing some humanitarian goals and helping people in your community or even your extended family. You may feel as if your personal happiness and your personal goals are kind of taking a back seat for the time being, and as if you are inspired to follow targets that are larger than life and are for a larger good for the masses. It is important that you keep this compassionate and helpful attitude during the entire duration of the personal month 9, as it will definitely give you a lot of social support. In case you are in your personal year 4 right now, it is the year for you to strengthen your base and strengthen your core foundations. The energy of the personal year 4 is completely different from the energy of the personal year 3. So the two combinations are going to look entirely different. So you have to look into the basics of your life and bring about a certain order, method, and discipline into your life during the entire tenure of your personal year 4. And the personal month 9 coming within the personal year 4 may urge you to do some house cleaning and some completion of the pending projects. In order to make things more systematic and methodical, you have to first make the right selection. You have to get rid of the things that no more serve the purpose in your evolution, and you have to optimize the other things that are not yet put to full use. You'd also have to complete the pending work at hand and refrain from postponing important tasks. You should not open new tasks or open new projects right now and wait for a month to do so. Do what needs to be done to complete what is already pending, and do some house cleaning. Make space for a new system to come in, for certain new things to begin. So ladies and gentlemen, that was the personal month forecast for the month of June 2021 for all of you. In case you're finding it difficult to do this basic calculations, you can definitely comment below, and I'd love to help you out with all the calculations, and I'll do the calculations for you. Once again, there were many comments and emails that I could not respond to on time previously, and I also could not do some live sessions that I had planned to, as I was not keeping well for quite some while now. But don't worry, I'm recovering, and I'd soon be able to revert back to all of you who have been repeatedly emailing me and who have been writing to me, and I could not connect with you all. So I'll definitely do my best to get back to you all. Your support and your time and the effort that you took to mail me means a lot to me. So please keep the support on. Please keep on writing to me. That'll be all for today, and I promise to see you all very soon on a live maybe. Have a good time till then. Take care. Bye bye.